Hi, welcome to today's 66-day mobility session, and today we're going to be strengthening and increasing our range of movement throughout the body. This is important because it will help us stay injury free and avoid getting any aches and pains, especially as we get older. We need to do more to increase our range of movement and our strength through different ranges of motion, so that we stay fit, strong and healthy, and that will support the other training that we're doing. Important that we get recovery into our weekly schedule of training. So we're going to start with the shoulders and the spine, and we'll start on the floor. This is known as threading the needle, and we've added an extension in to really open up the shoulders and get some rotation in the spine. So if you start on all fours with the shoulders above the wrists, knees below the hips, and if you take your left arm, you can rotate your body open as you bring your left arm up towards the ceiling, opening as far as is comfortable. So you should be feeling across the back of your shoulders some strength required to open up, a nice twist in the torso, and just hold there. And then you're going to bring your arm back down through and under your body. I'm going to turn around, through and under your body, and then you're going to use your body weight to just gently push down towards the floor, so you get a nice stretch across the back. Go down as far as is comfortable, a little bit of discomfort but no pain. Then you should feel a stretch across your back and across the top of your shoulder. Now you can come back through and lift that left arm skywards again, opening up, holding, and then come back through. Slowly, everything with control. Mobility is about strength through a range of movement. So we're stretching and strengthening. So if you use your weight again, if you can drop your shoulder to the floor, that's great. If not, go as far as you can. And just hold this stretch. Then we'll do that movement one more time. So all the time using your core to keep it nice, straight back. And using your shoulder strength to maintain this position. And then come back through one last time. And stretch that out. That should feel nice across the back. Wonderful. Okay, we'll swap sides. So again, on all fours, we want to this time take our right arm and rotate up towards the sky as far as you can. Hold that position. And then rotate back through, bring your arm under the chest, through on the floor to the other side, and then come down to the floor, shoulder to the floor, ear to the floor, your right ear on the floor if you can. Just feel that stretch across the shoulder, across the back. Keep your bum in the air, and then come back to that tabletop position. Bring your right arm up to the sky. Feel strong, hold that position. Then come back down and through. And to the floor. And feel that stretch. Hold it here for a few moments. Make small adjustments if you can feel you'd like a stretch in a slightly different position. And then come back up. The last time, hold that position as far as you can. And then come back down and through, thread the needle one last time. Drop your shoulder to the floor, keep your bum in the air. Feel that stretch across the back and across the shoulder. Okay, that's great. So come on back up. And next we're going to just get a bit of movement in the spine, warm up the spine, get it into some gentle positions that it may not get when you're sitting all through the day or whatever position you find yourself in. So again, come to tabletop and with your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. And this time, what you're going to do is stick your bum in the air, so you're dropping your stomachs towards the floor, shoulders stay retracted, bum in the air. So you've just got a U shape in the spine. Then you're going to reverse that. You're going to arch the back, really in the shoulders. You should be feeling this. Stretch out through the shoulders and a nice shape to the spine, never forcing it too far, just gently working that shape. So come back down, drop the belly, keep the bum stuck in the air, shoulders retracted, shoulders back, and then as you come up and curve your spine, drop your head towards the floor, get a nice stretch throughout the back. Use your abs to pull up your chest, to pull up your stomach. And then relax as you drop and lift your head. Keep the shoulders back. Keep the bum in the air and feel that nice curve in the spine. Let's do that one more time. So arch the back, stretch through the shoulders, and then back to tabletop. And that's what we call, some would call the cat-cow movement. And that's a really nice warm up for the spine. And this is something you can do at any point in the day when you're feeling like you've been sitting for too long. Every hour or so it's good to move. Now what we're going to do is get to our feet and we're going to do a windmill with extension. So I'll have to come back, and if you take your left arm and raise it to the sky, your right arm stays by your side of your right leg, your right foot is slightly forward of your left foot, and then you're just going to gently rotate downwards, slight bend in the right leg, and keep looking up towards your hand in the air, and you should get a nice twist and stretch on the back of the leg. Then you can come back up, keep your arm in the air. Then we're going to repeat that. So your right arm goes down the side of your right leg. You're twisting to look up at the hand in the air and getting a nice twist, an extension, a stretch in the leg and the lower back. And we're going to do that one more time. So slide the arm down the front of the leg, twisting stretching, feeling strength through that movement. And you may not be able to get all the way down to the floor. That's absolutely fine. This is all practices like strength or cardiovascular exercise. These are things that we train to improve. Okay, so next we're going to take the right arm, put it in the air, and we'll have our left foot slightly in front of the right foot, left arm to the side of the left leg. Then we're just going to drop down and twist and rotate open, so you get a nice stretch across the back and chest, the back of the legs. And then you come back to standing, keep that arm in the air. Then we're going to do the same again, twisting, keeping an eye on that hand in the sky to get that twist and stretch. Back to standing, and then one more time. Twist, keep a nice, strong foundation. And then back to center. Okay, you should really feel open up and like you've strengthened and moved your upper body there. Got some nice rotation, allowing us to move through a lot of range of motion when we're going about our daily tasks like jumping, grabbing, dropping things, you know, the things that one does as a parent. And next we're going to go for a bit more shoulder strength and stretching of the lower back. So if you come down to the plank position, which is the same as starting in a press up, and you're on your toes, what we want to do here is just push the hips up and backwards until we've got a straight line through our arms and shoulders to our bum in the air. And you can walk backwards to accentuate that movement. Again, just to where you feel comfortable. Don't want to overdo it. You can paddle your legs out just to get that little bit of extra stretch in the calves. Nice and strong in the shoulders. And then you can come back to that plank position. Hold it there for a moment. Use your abs to keep your waist and chest lifted. And then back into this position, this downward dog, sorry. And then paddle out the feet. Nice stretch through the back. And then we'll do one more. We'll come back to that plank position. Hold there for a moment. And then lift the hips, lift the bum in the air. And back and stretch out. Keep going. Okay. Lower yourself gently. That may have been quite a difficult move if you've not done that before, or your shoulders are out of training. So we'll progress that, and that's another range of motion and movement that we'll work on throughout this program. And finally, for our shoulders and back, we're going to do what's known as Superman. So the key here is to use the muscles in your upper back and shoulders to create the movement, rather than using any of your lower back. You can protect your lower back with your glute muscles, but we don't want to be putting a great deal of strain on the lower back here. So if you start face down with your arms either side, fingers facing forwards. You're just going to lift your shoulders up off the floor, your chest slightly up off the floor. Again, using the mid to upper back, and then retract your arms, pull them into the elbows, into the side of the body, and then lower so your fingers touch the floor in that extended position, and then pull the arms back to parallel, raise with your mid and upper back, retract the elbows, hold there, and then back to the floor, fingers reaching out, nice stretch, pull back the arms, elbows come to parallel, lift the shoulders and the chest off the floor, retract, nice squeeze, feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades, and then lower as you extend. Let's do 2 more of these. So retract halfway, up, then elbows back to sides, gently lower and extend the arms. And last time, back to halfway, lift the shoulders, track the elbows to the sides, and then lower and extend. Okay, very good. That should feel nice. You shouldn't have any strain on your lower back there. That should all be using your shoulders and upper body and the upper back. Now we'll move on to the lower body, and we're just going to open up the hips, have a bit of a stretch here. So I want you to come down as far as you can into the sitting squat, and depending on how mobile your lower back is will depend on how low you can go down. But turn your toes out slightly. Use your elbows to push your knees outwards, just gently. Just a bit of discomfort is okay, but no pain. Clasp your hands together, and then you can just rock gently from side to side. Slight little twists, just get some nice movement here. Nothing that feels uncomfortable. As you continue to practice this, you'll get bigger ranges of movement. You'll find that you can do more, you can stretch further, and you can surprise yourself with new moves that you didn't know you had. So you can just shift the weight from one foot to the other. Just to show you from the side view. Down here, trying to keep a nice straight back. Stop those hips from curling too far under. Okay. There we go. And now we're going to do an exercise which will stretch out our glutes. So if you take a lunge position, so I've got my left leg forward, and then I'm going to just move this left knee outwards, supporting myself with my hands to the floor, and what you'll find is your foot will come back towards your body depending on your flexibility, and then you're just going to gently using your arms for support so that you don't lose any, you don't make any sudden movements on that stretch. Just gently come down as far as this is comfortable. Again, just that slight discomfort is okay, but no pain. And you just come down as low as you can. You may be able to get all the way to the floor, but you may even be able to touch your head on the floor, but whatever's comfortable, just hold this position. Feel the nice stretch across those medial glutes at the back of your leg. And we'll hold here for 10 seconds. Okay, and then gently bring yourself back up using your hands to support your upper body. And then bring that left leg back, stretch it out. And then we're going to reverse that. So we'll bring the right leg forward. I'll turn around so you can see. Right leg forward. And you may find one side is more flexible than the other. Right leg forward, drop the right knee to the floor, using your arms for support. And then you're going to gently lean your weight forwards over that front leg until you feel comfortable, or uncomfortable, I should say. And then we're just going to enjoy this stretch as far down as you can go without too much discomfort. Just hold it here for 10 seconds. Okay, gently bring yourself back up, and we're going to go to our backs, and now we're going to do some gentle exercise for the glutes, because often we sit and we use our hip flexors at the front of our hips all day, sitting upright. Our glutes don't get a fair chance to balance out, so this is a good move to just create that balance in the body. So feet under the knees, lying on your back, and then you're just going to use your bum muscles to push up, so you've got a nice line throughout the body. You're going to come back down, touch your bum to the floor, then come back up. It's a really good exercise if you've got any problems around the hips and knees. This is an important exercise to strengthen your glutes and your bum. So we just raise the bridge, hold it here for a second, lower down again. And you can feel your spine lifting vertebra by vertebra up into the sky, and the same as you come back down, gently and under control. All the strength is coming through your bum as you push up, and then control it, lowering down. We'll do 3 more of these. 1, and lower, 2, and lower, and 3, and lower. Okay, fantastic. And to finish today, we're going to just stretch out our back. So if you're comfortable folding your knees, if not, you can start in this position, just seated with a slight bend in your knees, and come forwards, stretch your arms out as far as is comfortable, and then drop your chest to the floor so you get a nice stretch through the shoulders. And if you're happy to come back and sit back down, you can drop your bum to the floor as far as it will go and get a nice stretch both in the lower back and the shoulders with this child's pose. Just hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then gently come back up. And that is the end of our session for today. That mobility session will increase your range of movement, allow you to have more flexibility, help you avoid any aches and pains, and hopefully stay injury free. Really important part of our overall health and well-being. So well done, and see you next time for more mobility with the 66 Days program.